Go.
Hey guys, and welcome to the StarCrossed Gamers podcast. It's
Ooh.
me, Baron J67
Oh
of
Lord.
Level 1 Gaming, Communications Director, and overall cool dude. Hi. And with me is the nerdy, the less cool, and the
No,
funny man that tries too hard, Johnnyman117.
you
How's
know
it
what?
going, Johnny?
Things are going great. I've been playing a lot of As Dust Falls and Minecraft with my real friends. Um, and we've been on all these adventures building stuff and tearing through digital worlds across multiple different genres, including decide your own adventure stories and Minecraft, Valheim, Grounded. I've been playing all type of games with other folks and completely ignoring Baron. But it's okay because all he's been doing is playing Medieval Dynasty, and he doesn't even want to talk to anybody as he's playing it.
Listen, Medieval Dynasty, okay? It's like the ace in the hall, It's just like it's my game, Back off. Um, but Johnny, I've been playing Medieval Dynasty as you've just laid out for us. Um, since you've never played it, why don't you tell us what the game is all about?
Yeah, so Medieval Dynasty is a game. It's like basically Stardew Valley, except it's it's Stardew Valley meets Kingdom Come Deliverance, and you literally have a rich uncle who mysteriously dies or disappears, and you take over his ability to build a plot of land within this kingdom. And it's at first it seems like a lot because it is. There's a lot of little mechanics that it is laid out for you, but you need to go and read to figure out what to do, and then it turns into a trial and error situation. But there's a lot of crafting, and you get to run a literal small little city. Or it starts off as like a farm, and then it goes up to a hamlet, and then I believe you can get it up to a. I forgot what's the highest rank you can get it up to. At this point, I can build up to what is it, 30, 35 buildings? I think I got up to 35 buildings or 45 buildings. I can't remember. But
That's a lot of buildings.
yes, it is. And what I love about the game is, yes, it still requires some form of creativity, but at the same time, I'm not a very creative person, and this is me as in Baron J67 now. Um, I'm not a very creative person in terms of building. I usually just do things to do it. Like it just works. Um, and I didn't have the gameplay planned for the last 3 minutes, but it's okay. It's playing now. But I'm really glad I caught that because that would have been horrible. They would have just
We
heard us
don't like
talking this whole
we don't
time.
like editing
Yeah.
at the
I definitely.
StarCrossed Gamers.
Oh, I would not have edited out either because it would have just been there. Even though I could have easily just like put it into an editor and like overlaid the video and had it run simultaneously through as we're talking, but I refuse to edit. Um, and it's not even like I'm bad at it. I just refuse. Um,
Yeah.
but no. So this game has completely like engulfed my life, and I've like stayed up late the last 2 or 3 nights playing it, and I don't stay up late. And for me, late is like midnight. Like I'm going to bed at midnight and waking up, taking my kids to school, and going to the gym, and then coming home, and then getting back on and playing the game. Um, it's so crazy, and I feel bad because it starts off at night, so it's kind of dark, and I don't run around with torches and stuff because I feel like it affects my vision to where I can't see past the little bubble of light, so I run around in the dark. It's weird.
No,
Don't
that
judge me.
happens to everyone.
You're right. I've built fences, Johnny.
Wow. I thought you I
I'm a share. This is how deep I'm into the game. I've built fences. Like for those,
oh gosh.
Johnny, please explain to them that I am the last person to do any of these things.
Yeah.
Like,
Um, so here at Level 1 Gaming, we typically build bridges instead of fences, which is a bit strange for Baron to do so, but you know, in these kind of games, traditionally speaking, Baron is not the builder. That would be a Johnny job. But in this little gem of the game, it must really have sank its teeth into him.
yeah, for me to be
'Cause
collecting sticks to build fences.
yeah, that this is saying a lot for me.
Yeah, like, and I'm sitting here and I gotta manage you. So you can do everything on your own, right? Which is pointless, but you can. So if I really wanted to, I could just have people living there, but then they'd be unhappy because then you have people find happiness through work, which is weird to me, but they find purpose and happiness through work. And I I make sure to give people jobs that fit what they're good at, because when somebody's naturally good at something in this game, they tend to be happier doing that task. Like, you can have anybody do any of the jobs. There's like excavator, miner, farmer, different forms of productivity, like cooking, crafting, blacksmith. Like there's hunters. There's a bunch of stuff you can do. And then what's crazy is it gets super in depth. Like, you see that, Johnny?
Look at this.
Like, do you see?
Baron did this.
Do you see what's happened to me? Like, bro, I, I have issues. Um, this game really has its hooks in me. Lord, like,
Baron,
guys,
please come home. We all miss you.
no, guys, like, for those who've been following us and for the years that we've been podcasting and playing games, and you got to understand that this is pretty dramatic stuff we have going on here. This is not. Look, I even built a torch, like a lamp. Like, it's bro, bro,
You
bro.
guys love my lap.
Like, you have I wish I could truly, like, in words express how ridiculous this is, especially the fact that I've only been playing this game for, I think, this week, and I've already got 18 hours in.
Oh my
Um,
God.
and I've got 12 achievements.
Look at you.
Like, I'm married. I've unlocked like 30 something. I think it's 35 buildings, 40 buildings. Um, I got a
You
level
got
2
one in the
hunting.
oven?
Yeah, I got one in the oven. And it's crazy because as soon as you get married and you, like, set it to where you want to have a kid, the game a menu thing pops up, and I believe I have it recorded, where it's like a little window pops up and it's like, oh yeah, you will have a son, and they will be an heir, and once they reach 18 years of age, if something happens to you, you then take, like, you jump into them, and then they continue uh, the dynasty, and you can continue doing this. It's this game is perpetual, and the more I talk about it, it's like a part of me that wants to throw the game away, but I'm still having fun with it because I understand at some point there's nothing more to do other than to just do. Does that make sense, or am I like, do you get me?
No, because yeah, a way for other people who aren't getting this, he's talking about like the plateau, like the
Yes.
end game. Like
Mm-hmm.
you've unlocked all. You can't go tall anymore. You can't research any of the new buildings. You just widen what you have, which is a common problem in a lot of games.
Yes.
With this kind of like where there isn't necessarily an end point. It's just however long you want to play. What's its name? Grounded seems to have this problem too.
Mm.
Um, y- it's I mean, apart from all the other issues the game has, um, it's just, once you unlock like your tier 2 club or whatever, or tier 2 axe, it's just like, all right, well, that's basically the game.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I know that this game is actually perfect for me because I churn and burn games. Shout out to Citizen Snips. He basically coined a term for me. Like he kind of gave me a label that I can fall into. I will play the living hell out of a game for a short period of time and then never touch it again. Um, and this game falls perfectly into that. Not only because yes, there's a story, but it's not absolutely necessary. This is just something extremely fun I'm enjoying right now. And then Lord knows I'm gonna like put it down and never play it again. And it's
Yeah,
not
this
because
time
it's a
next week
bad
is
game.
gonna be a distant memory.
Yeah, like, and it's not that it's a bad game. It's not like I'm, bro. I planted a orchard with pears and all type of stuff and hops because I'm trying to get ready for when I finally get the tavern. Um, and what else happened? I'm sorry, my wife just walked by. But um, I'm like doing stuff ahead of time because I know it's coming. Then I've even found like little cheats and whatnot. So like I'm planting a lot of flaxseed because it's gonna take a while before I can get a hold of sheep to get wool because you need flax in order to create linen threads, and you need linen threads in order to create bows because bows are really fun in the game, especially when you get higher tier bows and it just the hunting is pretty cool. Like at first I thought it was a glitchy gimmick where one time I threw a spear I made and it got stuck into an elk or a moose, and then it was like taking bleed damage, and then I was like slowly following it, then it died. I thought it was a glitch where the game was like, oh, it's basically being hit over and over by the spear. No, I threw the spear at a perfect angle and got a good enough shot, and I was close enough to where it did enough damage to where it stabbed through, and then it was bleeding out the animal. And I was like, oh, this is epic. So like you'll get lucky shots. Like I did a bear like that. I got a lucky shot and then fell back and then slowly followed it, and it just was consistently taking damage until it croaked, and I like got a checked off a mission that I need to do, which was to kill a bear, and bears are hard to kill in the game. Um,
And Hunter Call of the Wild wishes it had this kind of realism.
Yeah. Hey, but it's so much freaking fun, dude. And like I want to play it right now. Like that's where I'm at this second. Like I want to boot it up because I think the very last thing I was doing, I had just built another house to recruit some more families because I want to I wanted to increase the amount of was it was it wood? No, I got a decent amount of wood. Like I think I'm pulling in. I have like three lumberjacks. I have like three miners. Two of the lady folks are have with child, so I think they just got pulled out the rotation.
Congratulations.
And thank you. And trying to think what else is going on. And then what's cool is when you have kids, you can make them apprentices to whatever field you want. Like there's an apprentice spot. And then I got so right now what you're seeing is me getting my clothes ready for winter.
Oh.
Because I was not almost died my first winter. Because this will be my third winter coming up if I'm not mistaken. But my first winter I almost died because I didn't know. Oh, like I keep forgetting that yes, it's a video game, but they really worked pretty hard on the realism. So I'm freezing. I don't have the money to afford to buy the fur gear, but then I also don't have the money or resources or ability to unlock this what you're seeing me do now, which is making my own material. So I was like freezing to death and like hiding in buildings and then going and doing what I could before I froze to death. Then I was constantly dying and take because you take health damage as you hit the freezing point naturally. Well, all I had to do was hold a torch.
I mean,
Yeah,
I see the logic.
yeah. The logic it made complete sense, and I was like, oh well, duh. Just wear a torch. You know, keep a torch on you. And then it
You
allowed
know,
me to go out into the wilderness and like make my way across the map during winter. Um,
yeah. Ooh, I
and
even like the walls you put up.
no, I didn't put those up. This is a different town.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a more
All right. I
established
retract
town.
my
There,
compliment.
yeah, yeah. This is a clearly more established town. I am nowhere near this level. I'll probably never will be because I don't care enough. Like even as much fun as I'm having, I couldn't see myself going out of my way to make something this not even extravagant, but to this level of detail. For me, it's just I need building fits here. It's not in the way of other buildings. Put it there. Um, it's complete organized chaos because I could tell you where everything is while still there being no clear order or function.
Do you
But
subscribe to utilitarianism?
yeah, it's just like, oh, this fits, we need it, let's do it. Like that.
No, no, that's good. That's good.
Um,
It's
it
efficient.
it's efficient. It gets done. I'm more about done. Let's get things done. Um, but the hunting is cool. I got to a point where I can make health potions because fighting certain animals like there is no real armor. Like you can there's a skill that gives you up to 30% less damage taken, which is something I did. I think I'm up to the 20% marker. But I'm truly hooked on this game right now. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of different mechanics. And then I'm finding all the little cheesy methods of making money. Like the quickest way to like what made like my first amount of wealth was crafting stone knives over and over, straight Skyrim style,
Oh
and
yeah.
then selling them at like 20 something to 30 something gold a pop. And you can craft them from, I believe it's like two stones or two sticks and a stone or something like that. And you can find sticks and stones literally everywhere.
So,
Um, Go ahead.
so would you say that the old proverb of sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can never hurt you to be uh true to form here since you're
Oh,
selling stones of death?
oh yeah, 1,000%. I'm definitely funding the peasant war effort. We are definitely getting ready to take over this land from the king. There's definitely a lot of my weaponry in rotation. Um, what
Made in barren land.
made in barren land. But no, dude. And then the farming. There's a lot of mechanics that are streamlined. Like one cool thing that I was worried about. Now I shouldn't have been because if I'd have just read it, I'd have understood. I hit the resource capacity limit in my resource storage because you have to have for things to work on its own, you have to have the specific pieces. So you have to have the food storage room, you have to have the resource storage room, you have to have the woodshed, you have to have the kitchen. You know what I mean? In order for it to be automated in terms of your citizens doing things. For example, I have to make sure to keep axes, pickaxes, and knives in the resource storage for my hunters and lumberers, so and miners, so that anytime their equipment breaks and I'm across the map, I don't have to rush home to provide another one. Or I'm at a point now where I could literally, it would take a day in game, but I can have one of my citizens go and craft the required gear, but they move very slow. Like the process of crafting in the game for the citizens is slow as hell. But as you're out adventuring, if you set it up right, it's very beneficial. Like I came home to after like really, I think maybe 3 or 4 in game days. I came home to around like 400 logs of wood, which
Oh my gosh.
yeah, like I could build a lot, like a lot of tier 2 buildings with that much wood. And the fact that I didn't have to go out and get it, and then anytime I needed water, anytime I needed, and then I keep a herbalist, which the next thing I'm gonna do is build maybe 1 or 2 more herbalist buildings because I make a lot of money now and build up my crafting and production. Because that's another thing too. There's like a point skill. There's a point system in order to unlock other things, and by crafting potions, it works around three different skills that you want to build up in order to unlock and access more things. Like I want to get to a point to where I can run a tavern, which is the maxed out thing I believe for the production. And with the tavern, you can sell wines and make beer and all type of other stuff. And as of now, I'm growing hops, apples, plums, and pears and cherry trees. Um, just so I can be ready for when that time comes. But the point with the herbalist, you you go out, you're harvesting, so you're out looking for different resources. So now I'm collecting dandelions, and something, I forgot what I can't think of the name of it. Some leaves, and that it makes a healing potion. So at first I did it so that I could travel further without like constantly having to pick up the leaves off the ground in order to make quick healing, because I was constantly getting beat up by bandits and different monsters and different animals. Especially when you get ganged up on by two wolves, like it's almost like an instant death just from the way they attack.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think I could survive against two wolves.
yeah, the way it happens, especially like if you're paying attention and you catch them all, like you kind of kite them one at a time, then yeah, you're fine. But if you are just like mindlessly walking through the woods and then you come across like wolves and they just start attacking, like the chances of you surviving drop. Like you borderline would have to just turn around and hope you got enough stamina to sprint away, and they de-aggro. Um, Clearly I'm enjoying myself. I've just talked about it for almost 25 minutes, but I'll say this: um, the game doesn't have too many flaws. Like there's not very many things that I'm like, oh, this is just horrible. It feels very fair. The community around it's pretty decent. There's no online component that I know of, but anytime I'm like I feel stuck or I feel like I'm doing something inefficient, oh there you go, broadleaf plants. Those are used to make healing potions, and they heal you for 2 health each if you're like in a rush and you don't have time to go back and make a potion. But
Oh,
the
wow.
potion. Oh, so back before I wrap up, what makes the potion such a dope thing? So I'm getting skill points for harvesting. So as you see, I just leveled up in survival. So you level up your survival. Then when you go and craft the actual potion, you're leveling up your crafting. Then when you go and sell the potion, you level up your diplomacy, because that's like the bartering skill. And so you, by doing this one thing, you're leveling up three abilities, and they're all things that I like to do in game anyway. And it's pretty funny when I'm finally decided to hit record, because I was like, oh snaps, we're gonna need some gameplay for StarCrossed gamers. I was like, well, this whole like hour of me gaming, I don't think I get into any hunting or any combat. It's literally just me running back and forth throughout the town doing the stuff that I always say is the boring stuff. Like back when I would stream. Oh hey, it's gonna be a farming stream where I'm literally just hours sitting there collecting resources. But all in all,
Like like the time in New World where you streamed it was literally just you chopping down trees for 6 hours.
yeah. And I try to, and it's crazy, right? Because folks actually like to see that. Like me, I'm not against that type of stuff.
No,
Clearly.
no, no, not at all.
And I'm always worried about being entertaining. And I probably should just stop and then just like be like, hey, if you want to come and chill, I'm gonna be doing this and go live. I'll probably do more of that in the future, and you'll see it here on the Level 1 Gaming YouTube channel. But yeah, like this is the farm. I believe I forgot what I planted. Oh, I was getting ready to plant some a lot of flaxseed and I grew so much flaxseed, and then I made a fortune on the seeds. So I ended up planting. I'll say I planted around 100 flax, and then the seed byproduct ended up being almost like 800 seeds after harvesting, and then the seeds sell for like 5 gold each. So like I just made hell like I of course I kept around like 80 so I could do it again, but I made a fortune, and then I was
Oh my gosh,
able,
look at this animation.
yeah, bro, I'm having entirely too much fun with this game. But
I
yes,
can tell.
yeah, like you, like this is not barren, guys. Like you don't understand like what's happening here, and without complaint. Like I got to a point where I'll run a TV show on the side, like an anime, and yeah, or I'll listen to my audiobook. Yeah, this is
Oh
soothing
my,
for me. Johnny, look at the
you know,
lines.
oh my gosh, this is if you, I mean, if anybody really wants to, I mean, hit up Baron J67 and tell him you want more field like seed throwing ASMR.
You just hear me
Kill beats to
breathing.
listen to. You no no no. It's like you miss one and you miss a throw and it's a little off center and you just hear, damn.
Got my mic all the way super low. So, like, I'm all talking normal, and it's all coming in through like, holy shit. But no, I'm having way more fun than I thought I would have, especially for a game that's not combat heavy. Like if I want to go find fights, I can. Like it's not like it's a missing mechanic because it is there. Um, and the fights are pretty interesting. It's not the most intricate, but you could. It's easy to cheese, but you definitely could catch a straight arrow that'll ruin your whole day. Um, and then there's like poisoned arrows, and you could really go to town. And then you'll like find abandoned or destroyed camps, and it'll be like a random bronze axe that lasts like 10,000 times harder, longer than any other axe, and it just a lot of fun. I love it. This is a game I'm probably gonna put another couple days into because there's some other stuff I want to play. Um, but yeah, so that's why I've been like Johnny will tell you, I've completely like disappeared from the team.
Yeah,
I
I know. It's just like, Baron, are you there?
Yeah, I haven't talked to like anybody, and it's because I've been playing.
Guy, shut up, shut up, shut up. I'm planting a farm right now. I'll talk to you later.
So Johnny, what has been going on with you since I took up this whole like 30 minutes talking about this?
Well, I've been a little preoccupied myself, I I've been made to be playing Minecraft again for like the
Oh,
first time in years.
he's gone.
Yeah. I mean, it's just changed so much. It's like it's not your father's Minecraft. It's just an entirely different beast now.
It actually looks
Um,
scary.
Certain aspects can be scary, but that's just because it's new. Like you don't really know what it does yet. Um, I have been playing on this realm with a couple of pretty cool cats. Um, um, they're quite mad at me because I'm not a team player. You never know. So I've elected to, instead of joining the group house and being like, "Oh my gosh, Johnny, here's all this stuff. Let's be part of the team." Uh, I gotta earn my keep. So I cast off across the ocean vast, and I'm like 10,000 blocks away from where they're at, and I've built myself my own little kingdom.
Oh Lord, do you visit the
That's
peasants?
I do. We have nether like a railroad in the nether connecting our two bases.
Oh, they are not happy about this, are they?
They've come to accept it. But I do have a little like embassy at their house. Like I've built myself a little like shack, and I put a sign out front that's like Imperial Embassy, and then in parentheses, entry upon invitation only.
Guys, and you know what's funny about this, folks? I want you to know he's not kidding.
No,
And
no.
he is
Baron knows.
there is no joke about what he said. I haven't seen it, but I know for a fact that this is real. Like without a doubt, this is a very real thing.
Oh yeah. It's so different now because there's like this thing underground now that like if you if you're like not if you're too noisy or something, and they'll just like break out of the rock beneath your feet, and it's like a truck. Um, I don't know. I don't
Like
know how they balance
sandworms?
it. No, oh, like Shai Haled. Uh, no, it's like
That was a Dune reference, guys.
yeah. I forget what the like I don't know what it's sourced on, but it's like this big bulky guy. He doesn't have eyes. He just has a giant mouth on his chest
Oh,
and his big ears. He's like a big bat because he's an underground monster, and he only hears you based off of the noise you make. And he has this big sonic boom attack that he can do, and it just like one shots you.
is it a timed issue or is it really like, oh hey, you weren't high enough in the world while building? Like, how is it
Um,
measured out? Is it seriously like you swung your pickaxe 30 times in a row, so now it's time? Or, you know what I mean?
no, thankfully not. I think there's like blocks that you need to like pass
Mm,
to like summon him, I guess. I've not encountered them myself personally, but I like read up on how it works because
okay.
they were like, "Oh yeah, you gotta go. Have you seen the Warden yet?" And I'm just like, "Oh hell no." Here at the Empire, we actually do research, and we thoroughly know what we're up against, so we know the counters. Um, the counter to the Warden Baron.
What?
You need to snipe him from 30 plus blocks away.
What?
Yeah. That's what the wiki page said. Because I guess from that range he won't like aggro you or something.
Oh, so you just Swiss
With
cheesing.
Yeah. But we were messing around in creative mode, and we spawned one in just to because we were doing like these boss fights. It was the Warden versus another boss in the game called the Wither. He's like a big flying skeleton man, and
What?
he one Warden beats two Withers. It's just
Wait,
like, how the hell is this balanced?
wait. Can you please explain the flying skeleton man?
Um, because so in the game there's normal skelly men, and then in the Nether there's the withered skelly men.
Now the nether. What's
Uh,
the nether?
the hell biome, like
Got
when
it.
you go through the portal. Um, in the Nether there are these fortresses. Um, and that's where the withered skeletons spawn, and they're just like a darker version of the regular skeleton men, but they have swords instead of bows. And if you get three skulls from the wither skeletons, and you make like a little like scarecrow with them,
Mm.
it'll spawn the wither, and it's like the torso of the skelly man. He has three heads, 'cause
Oh Lord.
it took three skulls, and he has like a tail instead of like legs. Like think of it like a fishtail or something. And
Gotcha.
he just flies around, and he shoots little skeletons projectiles at you. And he was a real pain. And I was like, "Oh man, he flies, he has ranged attacks. There's no way this warden can beat him." But I was wrong. I genuinely did not expect him to just get 1v2'd.
So the warden beat the ground stomach shooting dude beat two of the three-headed skull monsters.
Yes. Technically it was a tie because he killed the second one, you know, like so for all intents and purposes he won. But in like the explosion he does when he dies, the Wither, he was close enough to the warden and he got him. So, you know, martyrdom from Call of Duty, but you know, for all he did win. And I just found because like you know this isn't like a new thing because like in a lot of games this isn't even specific to Minecraft. You know how it is. Like the new thing has to be the most powerful, and it's
Yeah,
like that power creep. So I guess that's just a byproduct of how games work now. But like I was like, holy crap, man! How are like in these things aren't even supposed to be bosses.
and
Like
they're
you
just
just there's like
regular, like at any time you can run into one.
yeah, if you like trigger the block or whatever, but it's just like come on.
So, do you think they added this in to stop people from not stop, but to add a little variety to people mindlessly crafting and digging like I do?
Yeah, like cuz was all part of like the that last big update. I mean, I'm still speaking in generalities here cuz I haven't been following the game. But like
Gotcha.
they did this big like cave update where they like they reworked how caves are generated and stuff like that. And that all came in with that update. And so like now there's
Mm,
something spooky down there.
I got you. Hey, but that's spook. No, like no lie, it's trippy, right? So for me, when I when I was watching you guys play Minecraft a little bit, I think it was last week.
Hmm.
Um, the thing that caught me off guard was I was like, dude, all they're doing is going down like they're underground, but because it's first person and because of how dark it is, I never thought a first person Starbound would be horrifying. But really thinking about it, it would be scary as hell. Like, and that,
Yeah.
like, that's why I said the game is scary because of how I would normally play these games. Playing it that way in first person would be horrible. Like
Yeah.
not being able to see six squares in front of you because of the light. Like, and then you have to, you know what I mean? Or then all of a sudden you see eyes, or you open up you hit a corner and you open up the wall and lava falls out, or there's a creeper
Oh
back
my
there.
God, yeah.
No, but you know, like this that's what I mean by saying Minecraft is actually scary for me. It's the anxiety factor, like the
No, big
truly
time.
the first person unknown, like, and I don't think I would play Starbound first person because of seeing what Minecraft is.
Well, I think it also be trippy for Starbound because it's also like a 2D platformer.
N- okay, but you could see what I'm saying, right? About how it would, like, basically Starbound would translate into Minecraft.
Yes, I do know what you mean. I'm just being like, imagine looking off to the side and you just
It's
see
just
like
like a
the
wall.
vastness.
It looks like Doom, like the original Doom. Like, oh my god. Hey, that's exactly what it would look. This is a
We need to
flat,
play
like,
Starbound again. It's been too long.
bro, I love me some Starbound. Only thing that sucks though is they made it to where you can't cheese build the boss fights anymore.
No, wow, yeah. I think that was a thing when we played though.
But I remember like I was able to get through the bosses because I would legit not the first boss where it's like a spinning laser. That was actually a pretty cool thing. I beat that one legit. But there was a boss where you had to fight a penguin in a spaceship, and he
Oh
just
yeah,
has,
that one's still annoying.
it is annoying, but I was able to get through it because as soon as I spawned in, I quickly built a little base and then built a pillbox. So I'm just shooting out through little slots in the wall, but you can't build anymore. Like you legit have to fight,
Yeah.
and I just can't. I was like, all right, to a point to where I stopped trying.
But did you end up not beating Mr. Penguin Man?
No, not since they made it to where you can't build. So in the current build of the
Wow.
game, I haven't been able to get past the Penguin Man. But then again,
Well,
I
it
only
looks like
tried once, and it was extremely annoying. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this.
sounds like it's gonna have to be a triumphant return and finally show him who's boss.
Yeah, I gotta kick that dude in the crotch. No, but
I mean, it we did recently find out that I would be a Florian.
yeah, you took a whole test online, and your personality matched up with being a Florian in a whole game that didn't even I didn't know had Florians.
Yeah, because it was made by the same people, you know, they get to do whatever they want.
Oh, I forgot Chucklefish did do both of those.
Yeah, and then as soon as I found out, you know, I'm gonna commit pesticide.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't. I freaking can't. What was I gonna say though? But no, keep going with Minecraft. I'm sorry, I completely derailed your conversation and how
N
you and the crew have completely abandoned me.
Listen, they invited you, and you know, you don't play Minecraft, which is fair enough.
Yeah, I
Um,
refuse.
it's not for everybody, but like, um, I don't know. I don't know if I can even recommend it because it's different. It's not like the other games that we play. Um, yeah, in Minecraft, because I've been messing around because our friend of ours, Destiny, she went off to be her very best self over and wherever, and so we didn't play together on the server for a while,
Got you.
and so I took the time to just play around in creative mode, and I built myself a ship out in the ocean.
Oh, snaps.
Yeah. I called her the HMS Imperial Glory. Um,
Keep going, keep going.
she's a caravel. You know, she's got 8 guns, 4 on each side, and you actually can actually shoot them because there's these things called like fire charges or fire starters or whatever, and it projects like a flaming cannonball, or at least that's what it looks like. And um, I did a little test where I just kind of set up like this line of pigs. And I just started like wailing away on one of the cannons, and it works. You know, I made bacon out on the shore.
Oh, so it kills them and then cooks them.
I don't think I don't remember specifically what happened in that case, but I do know if you kill an animal that had with a weapon that does fire damage, it does cook them.
See, I'm not gonna lie. Little mechanics like that bring joy to my heart because it's just that extra thought, and then I know for me, due to sheer convenience, especially with me not going back and forth to base right away, that would make me extremely happy.
Yeah. Um, there are just things that I wish they would put into the game though, like um you know, with beds, which is how you like sleep through the night, of course, and but they also set your spawn, so if you're out on this big adventure and you want to sleep, then you're kind of in a pickle, because if you
Mm.
die you know, if you bring a bed and sleep with, you know, as you go, but then you die, then you're all the way back at the world spawn because there was no reset point if you break your bed.
Oh,
Yeah,
so is it a thing
it's
where you like? Is this a situation where the way I play, I'd have like a million beds along my path?
Yeah, I mean you could do that for sure, but the problem is it's like if you you know, if you go too far away and you die, then it's gonna take forever for you to get back to your actual base. Instead of just respawning there if you die. It's dependent on what you're doing, but for in a lot of instances, it's a inconvenience rather than a convenience.
Gotcha. How what's the word I'm looking for? How big is each seed of Minecraft? Is it each seed or is it like a the same world every time?
No, it's a seed. Um, the worlds are infinite.
Oh,
Um,
word?
I think not technically infinite, but for all intents and purposes, it's so large it may as well be.
Within the
Because
concept of like us. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, because I know there's like footage of people actually making it to the end of infinite maps. And I think at the edges, there's just like this big wall of bedrock. Not just like a straight, like flat wall, but it's like this textured, like I don't know if it's supposed to be like, I don't know if that's a feature or if it's just like the code being wonky, but it's really bizarre. And I'm gonna have to look it up after this. But,
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to see it now.
oh yeah, my, it's really cool. Like, you can't break through bedrock. That's like the one material in the game that like keeps you from breaking everything. But in creative mode you can. um as you know, with a lot of these kind of games you can fall through the world.
Mm,
um Sometimes it's you're not supposed to, but in Minecraft, if you break that bedrock, because that's the last layer, before it's just the nothingness of the void beneath.
the void of the code.
hmm But if you break it and you put glass down and instead, it's one of the coolest like views you can get. It's like imagine you're just kind of like on this penthouse, but it has like protrudes enough and you have a glass floor and you just like see the big cityscape beneath you. That's kind of what it's like.
See,
And I'm with it.
see, this is. Are you saying Valheim should have took notes?
I don't want no. I mean maybe in some specific regards, but I don't want Valheim to just be Minecraft. Valheim is unique and I
It
like it for
really
that.
is. Valheim is a situation that, um, bro, because we're hitting those final minutes, right?
hmm
What from all these games we've been playing, if you could take features and make like the ultimate infinite building crafting MMO esque, not MMO esque. What would you call these? Just open world adventures?
Like build survival builders or whatever.
There you
I
go.
don't know the actual names.
From all of these that we're playing, what? How would you create like that ultimate? What would you like? What mechanics would you take from all of them and put together and make an amalgam like this perfect game?
What I would actually, what like I've thought about this at great length, and like the perfect game for me would be like a Minecraft that has city builder elements.
Ooh,
Like, you have like you can the game that's come closest to this is Spore, where you design the buildings, and then you can kind of plop them down
that's a
as
throwback.
you need. I know, right? Um, but like imagine that, you design like a house and then you could just build these big houses like without you actually having to do it block by block. It's just, place house, confirm. And then you have like little builder guys come out and like play the animation while it constructs or whatever. But and then you like, because in Minecraft there's the villages and you have all the Squidward-esque villager guys. They could be like the population of the city builder. It's all the pieces are there for like this epic Minecraft city builder. And now, Minecraft is officially doing like that RTS or whatever it's called. I mean,
Really?
yeah, I don't know how that's really gonna pan out. I feel like that may be a dead on arrival, but Like, if they can do RTSs in Minecraft, sure they can look at a city builder.
Yeah, why not? Like, why can't you add that mechanic? And would you want it
It
to be basically still Minecraft, but you get to like go into the sky, like God mode, and are basically what you see in Medieval Dynasty, where you kind of just
Yeah.
make the town
I
run.
I think the perfect example would be like settlements in Fallout 4.
Ah,
Like
there you
it's
go.
the
Okay,
core gameplay of Fallout, but then you also have the building,
got you.
and that's what I
That
want.
okay, okay. I know for me, I love like a lot of what Starbound is.
Oh yeah, big
Uh,
time.
it was not only the variety, the randomness, uh, but just the different mechanics that played into it. Like if you want to just do the story, there's that. If you literally just want to get in your ship and randomly jump across the universe and harvest whatever you need and continuously find like random abandoned civilizations or like civilizations that are thriving and they need help because there's a bounty, like a bounty hunter stole one of their whatevers. um that I'm trying to think what I would want. And it's funny because originally that's why I fell in love with No Man's Sky, because I was like, oh, this looks and it's gonna feel like the first person version of Starbound. When actually Minecraft is in essence the first person version of Starbound. I guess I would want Starbound and Minecraft to fuse, but I'd probably not play it as much as I think I would, because it would truly be horrifying because of how much I'm like underground and like living what is it called, torchlight to torchlight underground,
Yeah.
and then like having to like fling a rope to cross an unknown gorge because you truly don't know how deep it is, to then all of a sudden be falling like 10 stories into a lava pit and then losing all your stuff and then having to
Al-
go back down. Like,
Alternatively, this could also be like Core Keeper.
yes, yes. And I it's funny because what I want is so scary and like daunting in scale that I think it would be too big and I wouldn't enjoy.
No, I 100% know what you mean. Like it's like this grand project, right? But then it's like, you know, you have you come to terms with your beast that you've just
Yeah,
made Frankenstein style and you just can't do it.
yeah, like it full on Oppenheimer's game. Like it is funny because hearing, like, I know I'm gonna go back and listen to this and be like, what are you talking about? Are there somebody out there who truly thinks I'm tripping? You gotta really understand. Like, go and watch somebody play Minecraft, which you probably have. You've probably seen it, or maybe your kids have seen it, or you've played it. But really, just think about what goes into you going underground.
Yeah.
Um, but now, if you haven't, go watch video of Starbound and watch what happens when people go underground. You, it is extremely dark. But it's not even just a matter of it being dark. Where in Minecraft, the biggest drop I've seen was maybe like a story, like a like maybe like 4 or 5 blocks. In Starbound, you'll be walking in pitch black, and then you will seriously drop to the center of the planet. It is an extreme possibility, or like you'll be walking and then a monster will be crawling across the top and like shoot a spike at you, but you won't see them because it's pitch black and you don't have a torch that'll reach that high. Or you'll be walking and then all of a sudden you'll see a blue glow and it'll be a ancient advanced civilization or a modern research lab, and then there's like a mutated monster. Like it would be a scary game.
No, 100% would.
And it's crazy because that's what I want, but I don't know if I'd play it.
I would still play it.
And
If that
probably,
encapsulation.
I'd probably play it with you guys. Like, but playing it on my own, I don't think I would. Like, it would be weird, and it is simply because I know how crazy the game can get on its own. Um, like I'm just saying, if Starbound was to all of a sudden become Minecraft, I
Yeah.
know how intense it can get while it's 2D side scroller. I could only like I feel like that would be cranked up to like a 10 first. Like it's it. Final thought for me about this. I love that it doesn't take much to make something horrifying.
No, not at all.
But it would be a beautiful game though.
Yeah. I mean, so long as you get to keep the space rifles.
Oh yeah, bro. I kind of want Starbound in Minecraft now.
I'm sure there's mods and like ways to make that happen.
Somebody's done it. I'm gonna go look now. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's my final thoughts. I'm glad we did this. Um, you got any final phrases and thoughts you got for the people about my
Yeah.
horrifying Starbound? Like I literally made a pixelated game about space travel into something terrifying.
Yeah, that's right. Just like every masterpiece, for instance, the most, very popular example being not Starbound, Starfield. There's always the cheap copy, No Man's Sky.
I love No Man's Sky, but yes, I think a part of me wants to go back and start over. I don't think I ever will because of how much we put into it. But there's a small part of me that feels like I would better enjoy it if I started over.
Oh no, I'm never giving up my
But
billions in
me
money
neither.
and
I'm not. I won't do it. Like, but part of me feels like that's gonna be the best way for me to enjoy it again.
what what if God himself, God Howard,
Mm.
descended from the clouds and he said, "My child, everything just works." And then just bang, you wake up on the back of a cart to No Man's Sky.
Oh my god. Hey, no, I wake up and it's a freaking what are the turtle people who destroyed the universe, the Gek?
Oh, the Gex.
I wake up locked up by the Gek and I'm getting punched and kicked by a butterball with a beak. Um,
And
bro,
the Viking warrior,
yeah.
you're finally awake.
That'd be hilarious. And then we all like break out and steal their dreadnought, and then we go and just become pirates. That actually sounds like a good game. I feel like this is what Starfield is kind of.
Oh gosh.
We just described Starfield. Oh my god, bro.
Pending, patent pending.
Hey, I'd play the hell out. Uh, guys, it has been real. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, man. I'm Baron J67.
And I'm also Baron J67.
Oh yeah, my bad. I mean, I'm Johnnyman117. But let us know below like what you guys have been playing, and please go try Medieval Dynasty if you have Game Pass. Like, I don't feel comfortable telling somebody to go buy this game unless you really enjoyed Kingdom Come Deliverance, and you like resource farming. If those two things fit, go ahead and go play this. It's definitely something fun. I'm clearly enjoying myself, as you guys can see, for the hour of me running back and forth across my little village.
Fences.
Yeah, I built fences. That's how much I enjoy this game. I built fences.
Oh
But Johnny,
gosh.
last words, man.
Long live the Empire. Reject the lies of the elves. Embrace the Warden.
Long may he reign. May your pixels always be diamonds. All right, guys.
That's right.
Peace.
Take care.